Alrighty, guys, so the markets are about to close in about 2 minutes from now, and I figured, hey, let's do a quick update on the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell. Let's see how things ended up playing out this week, and we'll break down gold, silver, the VIX. We might talk about oil as well, so yeah, let's break these charts down. Let's see what's going on. But before we do, all I ask is to hit that like button and to subscribe if you guys find value, and if you want some free money, hey, who doesn't like free money? Use that Moomoo link down below, or you guys can go to StasFest.com/Moomoo. Once you open up an account, you get one free share of stock right off the bat. Fund your account with at least $100, you get 4 more stocks. And once you fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. So if you want some free money and you want to help out the channel, use that Moomoo link. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive into it. So again, guys, the market's now about to close in less than 1 minute, actually 45 seconds from now, and we're going to officially wrap up the week, which today was a pretty crazy day, but this week in general was a green week. You guys can see earlier in the week we were at around on SPY, which tracks the S&P, right around 411.50, and we got all the way up to $400, almost $21 in the pre-market. So even though we're about to go red right now, the S&P is about to close down 0.1%. We have the Russell down 0.6, NASDAQ's down 0.2, Dow's down 0.3, VIX is up 4%. So even though it's a red day overall, the fact that, A, we took out the highs from yesterday this morning, look at that, we hit 420.87. Yesterday's highs were a little bit under that. So the fact that we took those out, and B, we held a higher low heading into close, which we just closed. So we took the highs out from yesterday and we held a higher low and we kind of rallied into close. That goes to show, in my opinion, that the bulls are still in charge here in the short term, even though we had, again, a red day all across the board with the VIX going up over 4% and the metals going up as well. Gold went up 1% on the day. Silver went up 1.5% on the day. So I'm looking at this, okay, we're holding the uptrend. Let's see next week now if we can make a move back over towards 420, and let's see if we could break 420. If we do, guys, on SPY here, that's where we could really start taking off on the 20-day chart. Well, we're actually at a fresh high here on the 20-day chart, but if we do break 420 into the mid-420s, even higher than that, on the 4-hour chart, actually on the yearly chart, I have to keep pulling back these time frames, guys, that's where we can start going to the highs from August, which I've talked about time and time again here on the channel. Those highs were at $430 per share, right? Now we're at 418. We break 420. That's where we could be going next. And if that were to break on SPY, now we're making a move. Potentially, we would be going towards, let's see here, after 430, where could we be going? Maybe, 460. That was the high from March of 2022. Then we'll see where it goes from there. Baby steps, guys. We'll see where it goes. Time will tell. So SPY is looking pretty good, especially in the short term here. And again, this week, I forgot to mention this. I mentioned it earlier today, I believe. Either way, this week we finally started to break out of the infamous 417 level, which is where we failed ever since pretty much September, right? You guys can see we failed here, we failed here, here. So the fact that we broke out of 417 this morning, we hit almost 421 and we closed above 417, that's even better for the bulls. So good thing I mentioned that, because that's very important to mention for the bulls. And on Triple Q, you guys probably know this is a little bit ahead of SPY. And mind you, SPY's return year to date is right around roughly, without dividends invested here, let me see where it started the year, roughly 385, let's say. Now it's at 418. It is up 8.5% year over year, which is great. Awesome. We're only halfway through the year. But if we look at Triple Q, which I have another video, which you guys probably will see today around this and other big tech names that I believe are overbought, we can see Triple Q on the year is up around, let me show you this, way more than 8.5%. I can tell you that, from 272 to 336. This is up 23%. So almost 3 times the amount SPY is up, and we're only, again, 5.5 months through the year. We're not even halfway through the year yet, and Triple Q's up 23%. So this, I believe, is due for a pullback. We talked more about that in that other video, so be in tune with that video, guys. I'm not going to go too deep into that in this one, but I believe on the longer time frames, we're overbought. And on the smaller time frames, you guys can see clearly the bulls won the week. Obviously, I mean, we uptrended all week. We took the highs out from the previous day pretty much every day all week, and we held a higher low all week. I don't know about you guys, but in my book, that is a W overall for the Bulls. No doubt about it. So that's a quick rundown here on SPY and on Triple Q. Let me pull the Russell up and see where that ended up closing. It probably closed right under 1800, which you guys know that's a big resistance. Yeah, we closed at 1775, still under the neckline here of this head and shoulders on the 4-hour chart. Let's see if we could end up breaking out of that. I don't know. It doesn't look like it wants to do that anytime soon. And on the Dow Jones, guys, we're also at a very critical level of resistance. Don't you guys see this trend line right here? We're trading in this channel on the 3-year chart, I believe. Yup, downwards channel. We're still in that, mind you. And you guys can see on the 4-hour chart, over the past couple of months, we failed to break out of all these levels. You guys see these levels here? We failed to break out time and time again. So this is going to be very interesting moving forward in the short term on the Dow. Will the Dow break out of 34,000 points, 34.5? That's the $1 million question. 35,000. These are going to be huge points coming up. So my alert, I don't have an alert set, but I'll set one right now at 34,500. Mark is at or above. And I'll put one at 34,800, which is slightly above the high from, when was this high? That was hit back in the middle of December. Yep, 34,700. So we'll see if that breaks on the Dow, guys. I believe we could be going up even higher. We shall see. And guys, by the way, have you gotten up to 15 stocks yet for Moomoo? If you haven't done that, use that link down below or go to StasSurfS.com/Moomoo. Once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock right off the bat. Fund your account with at least $100. You get 4 more stocks. And if you fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. So if you want some free money and you want to help out the channel, use that Moomoo link. I appreciate you guys as always. And with that being said, let me pull up gold here and see what is going on with the precious metal. So gold ended up going up around 1% today. Not too bad. Closed at 1978. Actually pretty good, guys. Up around $20 an ounce. And you guys can see it has cooled off a little bit since it hit 20.85 an ounce. That was back in the beginning of this month. And even though it's cooled off a little bit, around $100 an ounce, we're still clearly holding an uptrend on gold, at least on the 4-hour chart. You guys can see clear as day, we're holding that channel. You guys can see that, right? And in my opinion, now we're pretty oversold. We're at the bottom of this channel. We could be seeing a rally anytime soon. In fact, today we went up 1%. This could be the start of the rally. Maybe back towards, 2000, 2050. Maybe we start going back to 2100. And you guys know I'm a big gold guy. I have, I have a gold collection, and I keep meaning to make the gold video. I keep forgetting to do it, but I do have some gold coins that I want to show you guys. Maybe I'll get to it. What do you guys think? Do you want me to do that? Let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll do it on my second channel, Stas Talks Money, which I'm actually doing a $100 giveaway. Once we hit 1,000 subs, link down below, or go to the search bar, Stas Talks Money. Make sure to go subscribe. So yeah, gold looking pretty good, and we just have to wait for the confirmation. I think we could start moving back 2,000 to 2050 an ounce. We just have to wait for that confirmation. And when it comes to silver, guys, this is selling off as well. We hit 26.40 an ounce earlier this month, about 2 weeks ago, and now we're at 24 an ounce. This thing is down 9% in the past 2 weeks, and that goes to show how much more volatile silver is compared to gold. It is way more volatile, and even though it's pulling back, guys, we're still holding the uptrend on the 4-hour chart here and on the yearly chart. You guys can see. So honestly, anything, in my opinion, between 22 to 23 an ounce, and you guys can see on this yearly chart, is by the dip territory, at least in my opinion, and I'm eyeing it up. 22, 23 an ounce, that's where I'm watching the dip here on silver. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to get your free money from Webull, 12 stocks from them, and up to 15 stocks from Moomoo. And feel free to check out my Patreon. If you guys want to be a part of the Discord chat, see me build out my Patreon portfolio, you want more access to me throughout the day, you want to see my charts and ideas, everything's on Patreon, link down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you guys later.